All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm reviewing a beer from the Block 15 Brewing Company, and they're out of Corvallis, Oregon, and this is their Sticky Hands, and they're calling this the Hop Experience Ale. So this is a double IPA that comes in at 8.1% alcohol by volume, 100 IBUs at the time of review. This can is approximately 5 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to a good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Han, over at Han Yolo Reviews. He hooked me up with this beer along with 5 others in a recent beer mail. I'll post the beer mail unboxing video in the description box below if you want to check it out, along with a link to Han's channel. If you haven't checked out Han's channel, does some really good beer reviews and sneaker reviews. If that's your jam, definitely check out his channel. Good dude. Thank you very much, Han. I do appreciate it. So, Sticky Hands. On the side here, it says, offering a luscious blend of flavor and drinkability, this Hop Experience Ale features ample additions of sticky lupulin-packed hops grown in the Pacific Northwest. The result is an aromatic blast of citrus, tropical fruit, and dank herb that transitions into resinous hop flavor and a delightfully balanced finish. All the tasting notes. It says, freshy fresh. This beer was canned and delivered super fresh through our self-distribution program, which is designed around cold storage and weekly delivery, ensuring that every can of Sticky Hands contains a vibrant hop experience. It also says unfiltered craft beer, hop resin and yeast may settle to the bottom of the can. It's natural. So yeah, I've heard good things about Block 15. Yeah, I can't wait to give this one a go. I'm thinking like this is going to be more of a West Coast style double IPA, but I don't know. I did roll the can before I turned on the camera, so we should be good. Let's give it a pour. Yeah, so that's, you know, not super turbid and murky and, you know, looking like chicken stock or anything. It looks appropriate for what you're going for. So this has a very bright, vibrant yellow color with some orange hints in there. It is cloudy. It is, you know, somewhat murky, but it's not to the level of like a New England style. Has about I'd say 1.5 to 2 fingers of a bright white, fluffy looking head. Yeah, that looks really nice in the glass. It's been on the fridge for 20-25 minutes. We're probably looking at, you know, close to 50 degrees, probably appropriate. Although if I'm Paul over at PaTroll News, you know, why isn't this 140 degrees? Anyway, let's get a nose. Oh, that's really dank. Jesus. Huge, like, wow, that's... So, there's a lot of beers that, you know, tout how dank they are, and, you know, they have the marijuana vibes, and, you know, super, you know, sticky and dank and all this, and this actually lives up to it in the nose. It smells like weed, without question. There's this huge resinous pine character, too. Underneath it, I'm getting, like, citrus zest. Like, this smells to me like a straight up West Coast style double IPA. It's dank, it's resinous pine, and there's this nice like orange juice into orange zest quality. There's like a white grapefruit zest as well, like a peel, a little bit of tangerine too, a little bit of like a mango skin, like a peppery mango skin. Shout out to DJ over at DJ's BrewTube. You know, he always throws down the peppery mango skin when he does a lot of IPAs and stuff, and I don't get it too often, but totally getting in here. Yeah, this smells really nice. It smells welcoming because it's way different than what I typically review on the channel, which is hazies. And even when I get like these West Coast style IPAs and double IPAs, they don't have the dank quality this one has, and it doesn't have that peppery mango skin. This just smells like something that I've had plenty of times before, just not many times on my channel. Decent like caramel / bready malt base too. Man, this smells really fucking good. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm really digging this. It just has a unique... here's the thing. It's unique for my palate and what I've reviewed on the channel. Probably not unique as far as like the style would go, but I'm really enjoying the aroma on this one. So let's get into the taste. Cheers, everybody. And thanks again, Han. That's pretty fucking delicious, honestly. Wow, that's so fucking good. Wow. Oh man, there's a really nice bitterness on the back end too. I'm going back in for another sip. Hang on. Yeah, now this is, for me, this is where a double IPA probably should land for my palate. First off, right up front, like a bready caramel malt note, or like maybe not, it's just slight caramel. It's not like big caramel, but bready caramel malt note is sweet up front. Passes through the palate though. That zippy citrus peel, citrus zest, the bittering aspects of like a white grapefruit, that hits the palate with a little bit of that peppery mango skin and a little bit of just like straight up mango itself. But it finishes with this big dank blast of hops basically, and then there's some pine resin. It finishes moderately to like high, like this finishes quite bitter, honestly. Yeah, quite bitter, semi-dry to full-on dry. This is like a big dank, resinous, just bitter double IPA, West Coast style double IPA. 8.1%. The body is medium, so somewhat appropriate. I'd like to see this a little bit bigger as far as the body is concerned, but I've mentioned this 1,000 times. I'll mention it 1,000 times again. When it comes to double IPAs and triple IPAs, if it's a little bit thin as far as the body is concerned, I'm okay with that because I don't want them to drink like an imperial stout. I don't want it to be thick and chewy and viscous and whatnot. I do want it to be not watery per se, but I don't want it to be, you know, super viscous. The mouthfeel itself, slightly soft, slightly smooth, but there's you know, spritzy carbonation, effervescent on the palate. Oh man, this. Listen, I didn't have a lot of expectations for Block 15. I've heard good things about them. Even people, a couple people, I think, when I did the beer mile unboxing, they're like, "Oh, Block 15 is, you know, great." And I'm like, "Okay, I've heard about Block 15 before. I've heard they made pretty good beers. This is fucking exceptional, in my opinion. Well, pretty fantastic. Let's say that." 8.1%, I can only tell you this is a bigger beer because of the flavors here. I don't think you could produce a beer with these kinds of just dank, resinous, you know, citrus, bitterness, you know, a little bit of tropical fruit. I don't think you can produce these flavors with like a 5.5% beer. I would guess like 7.5%, so not quite 8.1, but kind of in the realm of, you know, the ABV itself. Yeah, this is a winner for me. I didn't think that this was going to kind of blow me away, but it has. It's not like, you know, the best double IPA I've ever had. It's not the best West Coast style double IPA I've ever had, but it's fucking really tasty. If you have access to Block 15 and you can pick up their stuff, you've probably already had this one, so I don't need to tell you. But for those of you who you know, are trading with somebody from Oregon and they can get their hands on this, ask them to throw a can of this into the into your box. Also, I think they do like different variants of this one and whatnot. So yeah, I'd love to try like a different variant of this with different hops and whatnot. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. Sticky Hands, the so-called hop experience, the hop experience from Block 15. I'm gonna give this a straight 4.5 out of 5. This has kind of won me over today. And again, this is 5 weeks old. It's not like, you know, a week out. I mean, 5 weeks old is fine. I like to review all of my hop forward beers under 6 weeks old. That falls with, you know, right in there. And yeah, I cannot thank you enough, Han, for hooking me up with this one. Yeah, I'm just, as you can see, I'm speechless. Fucking delicious beer. 4.5 out of 5, Sticky Hands for Block 15. If you guys have had this one before, let me know what you think about it. I think it's fucking pretty delicious, and I'm going to have no problems drinking all of this can, probably in short order. So appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review. Thanks again to Han for hooking me up with this one. Until the next one, cheers.